Hello kids, how are you all? I hope my learners are very much fine. As you all know which class we are in? Yes, 6th standard. Very nice. And which subject we are going to study? Yes, Rudra, we are going to study science, definitely. And who I am? Yes, Kavya? Yes, I am your science teacher, Miss Ruksar Parveen. So, before starting the session, just tell me, because we are meeting after so long vacation. So, definitely you have done so many things in your vacation. So, may I ask what you have done? Yes, Siddhant, can you tell me what you have done? Have you visited anywhere? No? Why? Because of lockdown. Very good. Which means you have followed the government guidelines. We don't move outside. We have to stay our home, because it would be better for us and better for the country as well. So it's okay. So what you have done? Yes, Kavya is saying she has done her work. Okay, only homework you are doing. Yes, you are playing. Okay, and you are helping your mother at home. Very good. It means you have learned so many life skills as well. And planting. Very nice. Which means you have given your effort with the nature as well. Okay, anyone else? Yes. Oh, why you are looking so sad? Yes, you have not visited anywhere, that is why. Okay, what were your plan? To visit Shimla? Oh, it's okay. As you can see that because of the COVID-19 we are staying home from last 2 to 3 months, isn't it? It doesn't mean that what is going on, and don't be sad. Okay, so why not we can visit somewhere through a simple game. Okay, the instruction of game is, I'll ask you one alphabet. You can take alphabet from your name as well, the initial word of your name, and then you have to imagine from that alphabet where you want to visit. Okay, and after that I'll ask about anything. You have to give me the answer. Okay, so let's start. Okay, number 1, Ruth, I would like to ask, take one alphabet of your name. Yes, R. Okay, so where do you want to visit? Just tell me. Yes, Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, where? Jaipur. Okay, so majorly Rudra is saying he wanted to visit Rajasthan. So in Rajasthan, okay, I'll ask if you are going to Jaipur. So just tell me which type of climate would be there. Yes. Okay, Rajasthan, you are saying so hot. Somewhere you are saying it would be humidity as well. Okay, so I'll ask Ruth, what type of things you will pack with your packages. Yes, the clothes. Okay, you will pack your clothes. Okay, it is important for you. Yes, you are going to click pictures and also definitely clothes is very important for you. Okay, so which type of clothes you will bring? Okay, you will bring the cotton. Do you know about the cotton? I hope that you are familiar with the cotton. And colors? Light colors. Okay, very nice. Okay, Ruth, your turn is over. Okay, Kavya, just tell me where you want to visit. Yes, K. Okay, so where? Kerala. Very nice. It's a very beautiful place. And where is it placed? In south. So can you tell me which type of weather, climatic condition would be there? Yes, hot and humid. Yeah, exactly. It's so hot and humid, but it's full of, it's full of, you can say that natural, greenery is always there. Okay, so I would like, what you will pack? Yes, you will pack a lot of clothes, you will pack a lot of things to visit there. So definitely which type of clothes you will pack? Okay, you will pack, the Kavya is saying she will pack the light color clothes, and which is quite, comfortable, like cotton clothes. Okay, why you think that cotton clothes is very good there? It will give you the, okay, airy feel. Okay, now last one, I'd like to ask, yes, Shrishti, can you tell me the place where you want to visit? Shimla. Okay, let's take this example. Shimla, it's a beautiful place. Okay, so why you want to visit there? Because there is so cozy. Okay, winter, you know, you like winters as well. So temperature is comparatively low than the Kerala and Rajasthan. And definitely, what will you pack? Yes, sweaters. You will pack mufflers, caps, socks, shoes. Okay, so basically, which type of clothes you'll take? Woolen clothes. Okay, you'll take the woolen clothes. Okay, so just we have take this example, and I hope that we have visited as well. If we have not visited, we have imagined that where we have went. Okay, so Rajasthan, Kerala and Shimla. So I'll just collect all this knowledge, and we will just move towards our concept from here. So you must be thinking, why ma'am is asking this thing and why ma'am is asking about the clothes and all the things. So students, from this beautiful game, have you enjoyed? And I also enjoyed. So I hope we will start and you have understand also that what we are going to start. Yes, definitely we are going to recapitulate our chapter, that is chapter number 3, fiber to fabric. And already we have done, so don't worry, we will just do this session with a beautiful activities. Okay, you will enjoy it as well, so stay there. So first of all, I'd like, as the rules said, that he wants to visit Rajasthan. So definitely he'll bring such cotton clothes, he'll bring such light clothes. Okay, as Kavya said, she wants to visit Kerala. So definitely she'll also bring such cotton and light color clothes. And when Shristi is going to visit in Shimla, she wants to wear the woolen clothes. So I would like to ask, why we are wearing these clothes differently in the different places? Yes, why we need to wear this cotton clothes, why we need to wear this woolen clothes, isn't it? So all these queries, all these questions are raising in our mind, and from here we are going to introduce that the clothes which we are wearing, that is very important to choose, and as well as how it is making, from where these clothes are making, what things are exactly are the source for making this. So all these concepts we will start. To start this concept, I'd like to bring such activities material to be stay there. Okay. Okay student, so here I have written few questions which must be in your mind, and we must be, I'll ask to you. Okay, you are going to give me the answer. So the question is here, why we need to wear clothes? If I'll ask you that, Srishti, as you are wearing the school dress, as I am wearing the school dress, why we need to wear this? Okay, why what makes us while we are wearing all these clothes? Okay, so yes, one by one tell me. Yes Harsh, what are you saying? Why we are wearing? To protect us from cold climate. Okay, the Harsh is saying that if we'll wear the clothes, so we can protect ourselves from the, we can say, the cold. So it means we are not wearing in summers, we are wearing, so definitely we need to protect ourselves from heat as well. Okay, so we are wearing the clothes to protect ourselves from cold and heat. Anyone else? Yes, yes beta, yes, Pratham is raising hand. Yes, to protect ourselves from insects. Definitely, so many animals, insects are there, they can directly bite to us, isn't it? So definitely we need to protect our body from insects as well. Okay, anyone else? Yes, yes Kavya, tell me. Okay, Kavya is saying that we need to wear to protect ourselves, to maintain the temperature as well. Very nice. As you all know that if we will wear the clothes, so definitely if the cold climate is there, cold weather is there, if we'll wear the woolen clothes, so it will give us the warm feeling. And if summer is there, if we will wear the cotton clothes like this, so it will give us, it will help to absorb the sweats and give us the airy feel. So all these things require, so question is clear, why we need to wear the clothes? Because to protect our body from cold and heat, we can say to protect our body from insects, animals, natural calamities, and to maintain our temperature, body temperature, so that we can survive. If we won't wear the clothes, so definitely we maybe face such problems. So now the question is second, we human beings are wearing clothes, okay Rudra? So if we are wearing clothes, so why not animals are wearing? I would like to ask you. Yes, have you seen your cat? Yes, they are wearing clothes. Okay, your dog is also wearing clothes. And what if before bringing at home they are wearing clothes? No. So why not animals are wearing clothes? So definitely there must be reason, that as you all know, animals are living in their favorable condition. What is favorable condition? For example, have you seen polar bear is living in Rajasthan? Definitely not, because his body structure God has made according to the climatic survival. Polar bear is a completely full of fur. We know that polar bears having the very thick fat inside it. So definitely their natural body structure is made like to survive in a particular places. Okay. Or if I'll ask to you, elephants, have you seen that elephants are having lot of fur? Are they surviving in the the cold region? No, definitely they are having the skin, and they are surviving in a very rainforest areas, definitely. And if I'll ask you the domestic animals, if I'll ask you domestic animals like cow, like dogs, cat, and birds as well, you have seen. Okay, if in summer season they are easily surviving, so what makes them to survive in winter season? Do you know that they are having the fur on their body, which makes and gives them warmness inside the body, so that no external wind, no external cold can be penetrate inside the body of the birds. So natural body structure makes them to survive in the particular climatic reasons. Okay, so this is the answer why human beings wear the clothes, but why animals are not wearing clothes, because human beings having only one kind of the the body structure. So definitely we don't have furs, we don't have thick fats, so we need to wear the clothes. Okay, so let's move forward towards something else. Okay, so now let's visit to a shop. Okay, from last 3 days Harsh is asking me, ma'am, why my school dress, my shirt is so silky, but my other clothes are so dry, they are looking so dull. Why they are different in the fabric? So I would like to show you something. As if you can see that this fabric, okay, now you can see this fabric is looking so shiny, isn't it? This looking so shiny. If I'll show you another thing, you can see this is a kind of dupatta. This is so soft, okay, and this is easily, no need to press it, no need to, it can easily dry it up. This is something different fabric. If I'll show you that this fabric, this looks like so cotton. So why it is so soft in nature? If I'll show you such curtains as well, so this is so silky and there is no wrinkles. We don't need to any kind of giving any kind of ironing. It can easily washable. So this is different. And we know that lot of the clothes which are so thick, and they are so tackled when we are touching, this appearance, this texture is so hard. So why all these things having differently? Why all the fabric are differently? What exactly is fabric? Some are so soft, some we can say very hard in nature. So what exactly are they? Why some are good and why some are very harsh? So All these things are because of the nature of the fabric. What is fabric? As you all know, a continuous piece of cloth generally used as a dress material. For example, if I am having this piece of cloth, so this is right now, this is only a piece of cloth, or we can say a fabric. Okay. Now I wanted to make hanky. So what I can do, I can use this fabric and make a beautiful hanky. If I want to make a shirt, so I can use this fabric and make a shirt. So fabric are the continuous piece of clothes used for making dress material. We can make any type of dress from any kind of the fabric. So the question is here, if I'll ask you, what exactly these fabric are having, from where we are getting these fabric, why such are very soft in texture, why such are very hard in texture. So if you have seen, let's look at here. Just take a piece of fabric. As you all know, if I'll take this piece of fabric, you can see, if you'll take a magnifying glass, as you know that I am not moving outside and I don't have magnifying glass right now. So you have seen that if I'll show you, for example, this is a hanky. Okay. Now this hanky, how it will work, you can say that this is hanky, and if you easily see it, they are having a lot of small thread like structures. So basically, if you'll see the arrangement of fabric, they are like horizontal and vertical arrangement of fibers. Okay, they are having the horizontal and vertical. So I have used a word here, fiber. So now we have to understand what exactly is fiber. Do you know, fiber is the smallest unit of any fabric. All the fabric are made up of fiber. As you all know, if I'll show you that this hanky, you can see that this hanky, just take one thread from it. Okay, this thread is coming out. It means that it is made up of a lot of threads. And if I'll again retwist it, just move it a little bit, so we can see a small threads are also coming out. This is small, very thin like a structure. Basically, this is known as the fibers. And all the fabrics are made up of fibers. Now, what exactly is fiber and how we are making the fabric, this we will let you know. So let's begin with it. So here, so as you all know, before starting, yes, Kavya is saying that she has learned the fiber, that we are eating the fibers as well, the fiber rich foods like mangoes, we can say. So we are not talking about bitter dietary fiber. This is not fibers. Okay, they are dietary fiber which we are taking through the fruit, through the plant. That is dietary fiber, that is different. And these fibers which are not eatable, not edible, okay, we are not eating these fiber, we are making in different process like making the fabrics. So here I would like to tell you, do you know, two things are there. One which is given by the God and one which is made by the human beings. Okay, which given by the God, which is completely natural and which is present in the nature. So the fiber which we are getting from the nature, which is already given by the God in our nature, that is natural fibers. Okay, it is obtained from the nature. And such fibers, such fibers, by looking the natural fiber, we have seen such fibers and we have used lot of chemicals and we have made the fibers which is completely made by the human beings in the big factories, we can say. That is synthetic fiber, or we are also calling it as a man-made fibers. Is it clear, bache? So I hope it is clear that what is natural fiber and what is synthetic fiber. Already we have discussed in the previous sessions. So here my question, that what is natural fiber? From where we are getting this natural fiber? Isn't it, Ishanvi? So definitely we are getting the natural fibers from few things. Just tell me Have you seen the goats? Yes. Have you seen the camel? Yes. Have you seen the sheep? Yes. Okay. So have you seen the sheep? There are a lot of woolen something, softy hair-like structure on their, body structure. Yes. So those woolen fiber, those hairs which we are using for us, because as we all know, the animals having the natural fur which makes them give the warmness. So human beings thought, if this hair gives them warmness, so if we will take this fiber, and we will make our clothes from those hairs, so definitely we can be warm as well. Yes. So from there we have thought, and we have used our techniques, and we have used the natural fibers from, we can say, the animals as well. Okay. And animals we are taking, basically as I told you, wool which we are getting from the sheep. Okay. Matlab we are taking the wool, basically woolen hair from the sheep, we can say the camel, goat, different animals, and we are then converting it into the fabric. Okay. Any other animal have you ever thought, have you ever heard about it, which we are using? Yes, silk. Very good. Silk is a very beautiful, very important animal for making the silk fabric, which is very costly as well. As you heard about the story as well, it is basically started from the China, that there were queen. She was just sitting in her garden and in this silk, basically mulberry trees. वो उसकी एक पर्टिकुलर एक ट्रीज होती है जिसपे ये सिल्क वॉर्म पाए जाते हैं. So she was just sitting behind the mulberry trees, and she was just sipping, she is just drinking her tea, and suddenly something was fall in her cup, and she has seen that something fiber like structure is coming out in her hand. From there it was discovered that there are small insects from where we can get a very beautiful fiber, and that was silk fiber, which we can say we are getting from the silkworm. Okay, we are getting silk fiber from the silkworm. Okay, so these are the natural animal sources from where we are getting the fibers. Now anything else which we are getting the plants. Okay, we know that we have a lot of plants which we can use for making the fabrics. So in plants, very famous fiber is cotton. Okay, so basically the shirt which I have worn, this is completely cotton clothes, and it is very comfortable because we are wearing during the summer season, so that it can easily absorb the water, because it has very good absorption quality. So basically cotton. Now cotton from where we are getting? Yes, very good. We are getting cotton from cotton plant. We are getting cotton from cotton plants. Okay, so the process is getting the cotton plant. We will study in the later on classes. Anything else? Yes, we know that jute. Have you seen the pouches which is very have you seen the grain biggest the packaging materials which we are using, जो आपकी जिन्हें हम हिंदी में कहते हैं बोरी. So definitely they are completely made up of jute fiber. And do you know jute, exactly the jute are having from the jute plant. Jute के बहुत बड़े बड़े plants होते हैं, they are known as jute plants, and basically we are getting these fibers, jute fibers, from the jute plants. Okay, now this was the kind of fiber, basically natural fiber we are getting from animal and plant. From animal we are getting wool and silk fiber, and from plant we are getting cotton and jute. Okay, we just understand from what are the source, from where we are getting all these fibers. Now synthetic, as we all know, man-made fibers which we are making, so definitely it is full of chemical based, and I have given you the examples as well. Have you worn the socks? It is so elastic. Okay, have you seen this? Have you seen this fabric? Like you can see there is no creases, it is so soft, there is no, if I am just remolding it, there is no creases still. So why is it so? Because they all are made up of synthetic fibers, and synthetic fibers name is basically nylon, we can say rayon is also synthetic, and etc. A lot of other examples are also there. So I hope this classification is clear. Kinds of fibers are natural and synthetic. Natural having animal and plants, and synthetic basically directly we are making by the chemicals in the lab or factories. So this much is clear. So let's proceed towards the next topic. Okay. So this flow chart is very important, bache. Okay. Why I am saying this important? Okay, just you can see that I am having a very thin lot of twisted yarns. Just, I would like to tell you, just I am retwisting it. Now you can see that I am removing one thread, and then I am removing the another thread, then I am removing the another one thread. So you have seen this thick thread thread having lot of threads. Now I am taking this only single this thread. Okay, now you can see easily if I am again retwisting it, they are also having lot of fibers in it. Okay, now small very fluffy fibers are coming out. These are called fibers. So understand this thing. If I'll take this hanky, if I'll removing this thread, this is called thread, and thread is also known as yarns. And when we are just taking out such other thing from this smallest unit, that is known as fiber. So can we say here from this activity that fiber are like for example, if I am having this thread, smallest structure are coming out, this is known as fiber. And once we will get the fiber, we have to convert it into yarn, or we can say, you can say as well, it is thread also. Okay, so once we will get this fiber, we can convert it into yarn. A long thread like structure, we can say that is yarn. And once we will get the yarn, we are supposed to convert it into fabric like this cloth. We will put this yarn like this, and we will get the fabric. We can easily make the fabric. So basically this is the common procedure. You should know that from where we are getting fabric. Fabric is coming from yarn, and yarn is coming from fiber. This is it. So after this the whole conceptualization, already we have discussed everything, and I hope this is again clear to you all that what we have done. So I would like to give you a very small task for homework. Okay, I am giving you very small homework because it is recapitulation. So you just don't need to do anything. You have to stay at your home, and then what you have to do, you have to collect small pieces of fabric at your home, wherever, like cotton, fabric, any waste material if you are having at your home, you have to collect it in a piece. You have to collect, just write down in your diary, as sir told you that you have to prepare a diary. So just make a diary, write down the date 1st July 2020, and write down the subject science, and write this homework. You have to collect a small piece of fabric, a small piece of fabric, and paste it in your notebook as a cover page, and write the fabric name as well. Write down the fabric name. This homework is look like so big, but this is very simple. You have to collect it in small pieces. Okay, just take one cotton piece, you can collect it, one jute piece you can collect it, one woolen piece, whatever are available at your home. No need to go outside. Just collect it in a small amount and beautifully paste it in a notebook. Okay, for example, if I am having this book, so you just have to put here one fabric, second fabric, third fabric, fourth and fifth, maximum 5, not more than this. Okay, and here write down this is cotton, this is woolen, this is silk, or whatever type of like nylon, rayon. If you know the name, you can ask, you can take your principal help, as your mother is principal nowadays, so you can take the help. They know very well about the fabric, and just write it down. Okay, so I hope the session is clear. And if I'll ask to, yes, who will tell? Megha, would you like to tell? Yes. Okay, what we have done, Megha? We have done why we need to wear clothes. Yes, Srishti. We have done variety of fabrics. Yes. Then what we have done, Harsh? We have done classification of fiber, kinds of fiber. Yes, then after we have done this flow chart, fiber, yarn and fabric, and I have given you this homework. I hope this homework you will do, and you will we will let you know that where you have to send it. So thank you so much, students. Keep on learning. Is there any query you can ask, and I hope that you will enjoy this session and make interest. Okay, so see you in the next class. Bye bye, take care, stay safe, stay at home. Okay.